Ladies and gentlemen of the Talent Squad, Mr. Talent here bringing you our draft analysis of our draft for the P4G. You guys are saying, Mr. Talent, where's the draft? Where's the draft? Where's the draft analysis? What'd you do? Blah, blah, blah. This, that. Here it is, baby. And I'm going to explain to you why I chose each mod that I did. So, first and foremost, this draft is not your usual draft. As you can tell, our team is pretty low tiered, and there's a reason for that. We decided that we're going to do a draft of most mines that are, there's some UU in there, I think. I actually don't even know if Marauders is UU anymore, Chestnut's UU anymore, but some UU mines are in there, and the rest is RU, or RU and below. And that is why this team is a low tier draft. There are no megas. It is just straight up, your Pokemon are here, boom, let's go at it, RU and below, my friends. So, without further ado, let me explain to you why I chose the mines that I did, and that's going to be that. So our first pick, Alola Marowak. How could I not go for the mascot? How could I not go for my favorite Pokemon? And how could I not go for one of the hardest hitting Pokemon in the whole entire friggin' league? That is our boy, Alola Marowak on the team right now. Fire Ghost typing, phenomenal stabs, Flare Blitz, Shadow Bone and EQ could more than enough cover a lot of things that I had to take care of. And he has 2 immunities naturally, 3 with Lightning Rod, and it's just a great mon overall. I really like Alola Marowak. It's obviously, like, I love Alola Marowak. I cannot not choose him round 1, and that is our first pick right there. And then from here on out, next couple of picks, I want to build around the Alola Marowak to make sure he can pivot in and out easily. I have options for his weaknesses, and that is why I chose Chestnut at number 2. Now, why Chestnut at number 2? 1. Marowak as Ghost Fire is weak to Ghost, Dark, Ground, Rock, and Water. Guess what? Chestnut resists Dark, Ground, could eat up Shadow Balls with his bulletproof ability, resist Water, and resist Rock, being fighting type. So, our boy Chestnut over here is a great coverage with Marowak, a great duo, a great synergy with our boy Marowak. So we have Chestnut as number 2. He also gets hazards. He's very bulky, a great physical wall. He can run an AV. He can run lefties. He can do a lot of things. Yes, he's time to weak to flying, but like, we work on that a little later on in the draft, as you can see. But it's gonna be rough. I don't like time to weak mons, but not many mons are gonna carry hidden power flying, except for like a mon that just could easily beat. And then it's going to be annoying, but we can work around it, my friend. So, we're not going to be always going to hit power flying. So, Chestnut is here, ready for action. A great mon. And then our third pick, as you can see, we have a fire type, we have a grass type, and guess what? We're going with the classic core, fire, water, grass. We got our boy Blastoise, and Blastoise is pretty self-explanatory. Rapid spin, burns thing with Scald, bulky, puts in the work, and he's OG Gen 1. Who doesn't love Blastoise? Blastoise is on the team. And he's going to be the mon that resists the fire attacks, the ice attacks. What else does water resist? Fire, ice. So that's all I basically need to coverage, because just does weak to fire and ice. Marowak resists that as well, but we got Blastoise ready to go, and that is going to be our water type. Our first water type we chose, our only water type we have. And, that's that, man. Plus, like I said, it's self-explanatory. Our spinner, our Scald Burner, and our coverage with other attacks, such as Ice Beam, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, and a few other tricks here and there. Next up, we got Durant. Now, I love Durant. This mon speaks to my soul. I go to bed at night, it's Durant spread. Yeah, choose me. Like, okay, I got you. Durant is one of my favorite Pokemon. Now, I normally don't choose Pokemon from previous teams in my previous leagues, but I love Durant very much, and high speed is hard to come by in this league or in low tier. So, 109 base speed is absolutely phenomenal in this type of format. Stab Steel is also hard to find, a really good Stab Steel, and Stab Bug that hurts really bad. Durant has all that. Yes, Hustle is going to make things a little bit trickier, but we have options. Durant's amazing. He also is pretty bulky defensively. Special-wise, not so much, but he's like 100 something base defense, which is pretty good. Not a lot of HP, but he can hang a bit, my friends. He's not that bad of a mon. I wish he got U-turn, but he doesn't. But yeah, Durant is amazing. Also, guys, there is no Z Captain. There is no, like, Z Stone per team. There is just, hey, one Pokemon could carry a Z Stone. So any mon on my team could have a Z Crystal and use a Z move. So keep that in mind as well, my friends. So that's a Durant pick. And then we got Heliolisk. Now, why Heliolisk over Jolteon? One, I wanted to screw A-Drive over with this rain team. But, in all seriousness, I like Heliolisk better than Jolteon. One, because he's a normal type. Two, yes, it does give him more weaknesses, but also gives him more options and a nice ghost immunity, which could be good for the little Marowak. Dry Skin is nice for a nice water immunity. He has way more coverage options than Jolteon. Jolteon is usually a one-trick pony. Jolteon is usually T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Volt Absorb, Shadow Ball, and the hidden power you need for that week. That's what Jolteon usually is. There's a few other things here and there, but Jolteon is pretty much almost the same on every single week. Heliolisk is a lot more coverage. You go to Smolga right now, look at all their moves. Heliolisk is a lot more than Jolteon, can do a lot more. Goes through subs with Hyper Voice, and might even be a tad bit bulkier, but I just like Heliolisk. I like having the water immunity over the electric immunity, and I already have one, to be honest with Marek, if I want to wear a lightning rod. But Heliolisk, great mon, phenomenal mon, great coverage, and that is why he is our electric type, another very fast mon in this draft, or this format, and that is why we chose him over Jolteon. Next up is Clefairy. Now, Clefairy. Fairies are hard to come by in this low tier draft. I wanted a good one. Now, Clefairy isn't amazing, but it gets the job done. It's bulky, it has Eviolite, it has Moonblast, it has Stealth Rocks, it has Soft Boiled, and it has, I think it might even get Wish, if I want to Wish Pass every now and then. Not the most HP on his, in the HP department, but it's an option if I wanted something to prepare for, against Clefairy. Stab, Moonblast, stops the dragons like a bite that's running around. There's also some, I think, Zweilous is here. I don't know if I really dread the Zweilous, but a nice answer to the Dragon Pokemon. Otherwise, like, things like, for example, someone that has Zygarde 10%, that is a good answer for it if it goes, so it can't lock in the Choice Band Outrage, or it can't lock something into Outrage as long as Clefairy is still alive. So that doesn't have an answer for Dragon types, and that is why Clefairy is our favorite choice. Next up is Claydol. As you can see, little bit of a ground weakness on this team. And Claydol is really good in lowered series because if this thing got recovered, what a Mon Claydol could have been, dude. There's no reason why it shouldn't get recovered, but of course, it doesn't. Also, I needed the ground type. I needed the psychic type. Claydol is all that. He's a backup rapid spinner. He's a backup stealth rocker. He has stab earth power, stab EQ, stab psychic. Excuse me, what? And that is Claydol, and why we chose him next. Nice ground immunity. Pretty bulky, not amazing, quite a few weaknesses, but what he does is get rid of rocks, set up rocks, and give you a stab earth power here and there to do some damage to some Pokemon. So, Claydol is not bad. I do like him a lot, and, that's our boy Claydol, man. Next up is Lycanroc Day form. Now, again, Lycanroc Day is very fast. What this team was missing at this point was a more priority. Another Stealth Rock, and that was really missing, but it's another backup Stealth Rock user, just something that the opponents got to prepare for, keep in mind. Very fast Mom. Also, he resists fire, which kind of helps out Durant and Chestnut a bit. He's weak to fighting, but we have things like Clefairy, Claydol, Marowak. It's not that big of a deal. So I just like him for his priority, his speed, and is honestly a good mod. Also, gives us a thing that other teams can't have. We get access to Lycanium Z. I believe we do. I think all Lycanrocs can use that. If you use Stone Edge, you get Lycanium Z, which is a cute little thing. Extra damage on Lycanroc. However, we have to rely on Stone Edge, though, but it is what it is. Also, he's immune to Sand, and he gets Steadfast. So those, like, Pokemon that want to fake him out or whatever. I think one of the abilities called, he can't be flinched. And, he also gets Sand Veil if I ever want to run Sandstorm on one of my Pokemon. So that's our boy Lycanroc. He's there for speed, and priority is his main thing. A little bit of a backup. He's not the bulkiest thing, but he can take a fire attack here and there, which could become in clutch sometimes. And that is why we have Lycanroc Day on our team. Next up, another flying type, or a Pokemon that is immune to ground, and our first flying stab, it's Chatot. Boom Burst specs Chatot is phenomenal. Chatot could be annoying as hell. And it's just a great mon in general. I really do like Chatot a lot. He's not the fastest thing, but he's decently fast for this tier. He can outspeed to quite a few things. I'd say outspeed like 7 or 6 out of 10 things in the... Maybe 7 out of 10 things in the format, I would say. Great coverage, Heat Wave, Boom Burst. It's basically all you need for big damage. He goes through subs, so there are people that sub up against him or anything like that. Just a good mon. He's fast. He's a ground immunity, and he's stab flying and another stab normal, which we already have. But we do like stab flying as well. Then we need a dragon type. I'm thinking like, what do I do? What do I do? And I see Dragonair still available. I'm like, ooh, okay. I really hope nobody takes Dragonair. It's one of the semi-decent dragons in the format. Luckily, nobody did. We got Dragonair on our team. Even though that's an option, it gets Bolt Beam, it gets T-Wave. It could be a nice support mom. A nice Pokemon. If I need like another Fire Resistor, we got Dragonair. Another Grass Resistor, we got Dragonair. Water Resistor, we got Dragonair. Just it's nice to have a dragon. Every team needs a dragon, every team needs a fairy usually, and that is our fairy's Clefairy, and Dragonair is our dragon. Nothing too amazing in Dragonair though. His stats are pretty mediocre. He does get E-Speed as well. Does he get Dragonair Dance? I'm not entirely sure, but Dragonair is nice. It's good to have a dragon. We got him, and that is why Dragonair is our dragon. Wasn't many dragons. I think we couldn't have gotten. I think Zweilous was available at this point, but we couldn't do because we needed 2 Pokemon that were not fully evolved or like basically in the Crapola tier. That was Dragonair, and next up our boy Swalot. Swalot. Now, everybody's like, oh, Swalot sucks. Swalot, bleh, bleh, bleh. No, Swalot, amazing. Don't care what he says. Yes, he's weak to ground, but we need a poison type. We need a fairy answer. We do have Durant, but I wanted the poison type. Swalot has some great coverage. An AV set is always nice. He gets Gunk Shot, he gets Giga Drain, he gets Ice Beam, he might even get T-Bolt. He has some crazy options. Do not sleep on this Swalot, guys. Swalot is a great mon. I should say a great mon, but he's a mon that can put in the work if he goes unchecked. Do not sleep on him. I love him very much. And guys, that's our team. That is our team. But wait, I'll tell you guys right now, this is our team for week 1. After the drift is over, I realized a few things. And wait a minute. Ooh, I'm going to get those bad boys and drop these bad boys. So, for week 2, and from here on out, actually, from week 2 on, until I make more moves, 2 of these Pokemon were dropped. Who, you ask? I can't tell you now, but you guys will find out when I can officially announce some roster changes have been made, my friends. So keep in mind, 2 of these mons have been dropped, and 2 of the free agent mons have been picked up. Now, if you made it this far in the video, you got to hear that exclusive news, and I appreciate you being here, my friends. Thank you for watching, as always. I'm Mr.Talent. You and the Glorious Talent Squad. Let me know what you think of this team down below in the comments. Love you guys very much, and I'll see you soon.